All three of the maps as well, uniquely designed. It's already so unique, you can see it. Fight to be taken into mid here between the two sides.
A stun online. Everybody else playing duelist, essentially.
And the flag's already picking off the ratty Omen gameplay.
And there's the importance of HUD control. Omen getting behind him right off the bat.
So close. And then Heli in the chamber just setting up over towards his left side too. So you'll notice that every time these players are spawning, as Hellion goes nuts, they're spawning back in the same location, right? It's not like some other team deathmatch modes in other games where the spawns are going to rotate. The game mode in Valorant, you're starting at the same spot every time.
Correct, yeah. It very much plays front to back. So, and especially in this early round, right now we're in stage 1, so everyone's going to be using pistols.
Gotcha.
But yeah, very much there's a lot of predictability in terms of where enemies are coming from, and you're very much playing for map control in this mode, as opposed to trying to get behind them or flip their spawn.
I mean, trying to get behind them!
Not like this, not on the big stage!
Give him
somebody going down here with a knife!
We were robbed! Mel, the traitor, taking down Suruga Monkey and robbing us of the knife battle. But it looks like stage 1's almost over. Yeah, there we go. So the stage has changed.
So when the stage flips, actually, even if you're out on the field, you can press B, the buy button, and it will update you with your next weapon.
Okay,
so you don't even have to die or go back. Correct, yeah.
Right, right. And so stage 2, it looks like they're being equipped with stingers. But also, am I right in thinking that the different weapon pickups are now changed around the map? Did he just hit a fake Euro clone on him?
He just literally hit the fake Euro clone on them. He had to do it to him.
He's going crazy. He's farming content. TikTok's going to be exploding.
Yeah, what you said about the weapon spawners is also absolutely true. So the weapon spawners, what they do is they provide power weapons, but those are catered to the stage that you're in. So the power weapons in stage 1 are going to be things more like the Sheriff, whereas the power weapons in stage 2, they need to upgrade to keep up with the weaponry.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at somebody taking a look at a Bucky, wondering whether or not they should go for that. Yep. So I also believe that the Bucky spawns in locations that are more close quarters, right? Rather than being a weapon spawner that you would find in mid and then you just sat sad alone in an open field with a Bucky.
Yeah, yep, that's absolutely the case. So the weapons are also curated to the areas of the map that they're on. So generally speaking, if you find a weapon that spawns there, it's probably a pretty good idea to pick it up because it should be powerful in the region that it's spawning in.
I love how seamless the stage changes are, because in my head when you were describing it to me, Cole, I thought it was going to be something very, set, a big reset, everybody goes back to spawn or something like that, but it's literally just non-stop gameplay. Constant action. It is non-stop gameplay.
Yep, high uptime was one of the main design goals of this mode. We want players to be in there and be spending all of their time actually playing the game. So, yeah, it should be seamless and flowing the entire duration of the match.
Mel's got a Guardian. Mel? I'm trying to hype you up and your team flashing. What's going on over here? But yeah, most of the players here with Bulldogs in hand, but I noticed there was a couple of upgrades. Guardian, Vandal, it looked like as well.
Yep, anyone who has a rifle at this point is getting that from a power weapon spawner. So we saw a couple Vandal Phantoms.
And we just saw Mel use her Phoenix ult too. Can you walk me through how the ults work? Because I'm looking down at the bottom of the screen.
Right.
It says a percentage. That's not how ults usually work in this game.
Yeah. So obviously with the amount of kills and deaths that are going on, we can't really use our same ult system from Spike mode. Instead, the way it works is the only way to charge your ultimate in Team Deathmatch is getting kills or picking up ultimate orbs, actually. And ultimate orbs, you'll find them around different areas of the map. If you look on the minimap, they're the little stars. They'll give you a percentage of your ultimate. So the players that are really getting a lot of kills or picking up a lot of these orbs are going to be getting their ults. We've gone through one rotation. They may be able to get another one before the game's out.
Well, we're in the final stage now, and we've got about 5.5 minutes to play with Vandals online. So that really is the bulk of the game mode, right?
I mean, this is even as well.
And it's so even.
Yep, it's neck and neck. Once again, it's first team to 100 kills, or whichever team has more kills at 10 minutes. But I think it's safe to say we're going to hit 100 kills first here. With how bloodthirsty this is, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I love as well that they've already figured out the kind of idea of what they want to go for. Japan was the first team here to work out that they should just stick as a death ball. Just a unit just sticking together, roaming around the map. But it's kind of just like consolidated. Look at them, they're just holding their ground towards the side.
I can hear the shots of an operator ringing out. I can't tell who's got it at the moment, though. And they may have gone down already. So once a player dies, that starts the reset on the weapon that they've picked up. If you pick up one of these power weapons like the operator, you can't just drop it on the floor again for somebody else.
Correct. Yep, absolutely. So when you pick up that power weapon, it's going to disappear when you die. So you better make good use of it. But also it means that if someone picks up an op and you take them out, you know that that op's not going to be in play for another 45 seconds or so.
That was a very poor idea there, an overextension towards the spawn from our international team. And Mother's got an operator.
Looks like we have judges spawned in the huts on both sides of the map, too. I'm waiting for a player to pick that up and really try to control that space. Oh.
Black was just running into spawn.
This is so damn close, man. 7 kills standing between it. The international team are running away with us now.
5 kills left, but they're overextending.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
They're just feeding into spawn.
Wait a second. It is so close.
Oh, the result.
Showstopper. Maybe against the back wall. No, anybody can be able to fight.
Oh!
Two-piece.
But only 2 kills away as Razzie picks up Spy Gear.
So damn close. One more kill.
Oh, evenly made it.
No way.
Right thing over to the side.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. On the top side, you're going to have those longer range engagements, but then in the horseshoe, it's going to be closer range. So looks like we're generally veering more towards the long side of the map, but you do see Arena down there in the short side as well.
So this is really interesting. I didn't realize that when you place down the Viper wall, if you die, it ends up disappearing.
Right.
So you can place it again.
Wouldn't be much good if you only placed it once at the beginning of the
that's
game.
what I was wondering, right? But maybe people will
it.
start developing like a meta or something. I don't know. Best Viper wars to place on District. All right. On the map.
Finally, Mother flushed out of that position playing Reina, and you can see a flank attempt going on as Team Japan try and control the long side of the map.
Yeah. Those power weapons seem like they're going to be pretty important. Is that a Stinger I'm seeing on the minimap?
Yep,
Yeah.
Stingers spawn towards the top side of the map.
I mean, that looks like it would absolutely crush pistol players.
And look, I mean, they're finding it so difficult to get through this. Snake bites out there, feed the abilities, flash in their face.
Everybody vulnerable up, and yet Razzie picking off hit by hit.
Mel just picked up that recovery orb, and recovery orbs are actually really powerful because they'll heal both your health and your armor if you have armor in your loadout. One additional thing to note, actually, is when you pick up one of these ultimate orbs or recovery orbs, it actually creates a field under the orb's feet that your teammates can collect too.
Really?
Yes, so you're not fighting with your teammates over these sub-objectives. You gather them together as a team as long as you're playing together.
So how large is that field? Are we talking like big enough so that if you're in the roughly same area, or do you have to be basically on top of each other?
You basically, so the field lasts for a couple seconds, so you need to run over where the orb was. So it's pretty small. You won't get it incidentally, but as long as you're both intentionally going for the same objective, you're not going to have your teammates steal the health pack out from under you. You're both going to be working together to get that benefit.
Yeah, that's pretty great. That makes it feel much more like a team objective that you're going to be fighting over. Big flank from Mel again.
Oh yeah, Mel is frying right now.
80% towards the ult.
Cast the curse.
Yeah.
Mel is frying immediately dies. I'm definitely seeing the limit testing from both teams as well, as they're steadily pushing into the spawn and they realize they've overstepped themselves.
Yeah.
And they've immediately get punished for it.
And on top of that, choosing agents that have more utility, I feel, in this mode too. The Haunt just lighting people up, and Snake Bites vulnerabling people seems so valuable.
It's a fast game, going to be entering stage 3 pretty soon here.
And you can see on the minimap where the Phantom Vandals have spawned.
Yeah.
Yep. These are big power weapons for the teams to pick up. Getting these early rifles in stage 3 is really powerful. And Dory picked one up.
Yeah, Dory working towards it. Paranoia in the face, near-sighted. Hunting for an easy sight line. Hellion. He's taken out 2 already.
Going crazy here.
Slight lead.
Hellion's picked up a 3rd, but Team Japan just kind of holding their ground and allowing the international squad to just walk into them.
Yeah.
It's very slow, methodical map control gameplay for a team that's only been formed recently as a show match. That's a lot of discipline.
You can see the teams trying to fight as well over those power weapons you were talking about, Cole.
Yep. It's another close game here.
Yeah. It is, but
6 kills.
I'm just looking at the way that Team Japan are playing this, and they have learned not to overextend.
Right.
I mean, they're trying to play complementary crossfires with each other and hold on to this kind of internal area in the long side. Oh, I say that as Mother just runs in as Reina.
All the way in, man. The ult's popped off.
And you don't want to play too passive. You don't want to give up these ult orbs of the power weapons. But yeah, you definitely don't want to be running like lemmings into the enemy spawn. It's not going to pan out well for you.
Spy Gear just got caught trying to fight the horseshoe over there as Razzie picks up a few on Jet. And now Razzy's got the knives.
Oh, the knives!
All good.
Saved,
All good.
saved. All good. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. This is Team Japan leading once more. Only steadily though. It's a minor lead. Here's the up dog for Mel. Run it back. See what she can get done here. Flash around the corner. Shut down. It's an easy one handed off. I notice how the power weapons as well change it over towards the judge. There's an Odin that spawns in the middle of the map here as well, but the judges, you were saying, Cole, right? It's close quarters, it's more suited towards those areas of the map where, even though everybody's got rifles, you know, if you've got a judge in that situation, it's going to be better, probably. Mother, oh my God. Absolutely frying, just can't land the spray transfer, but this is a huge lead now for Team Japan.
Now we're in stage 4 here. It's rifle round the entire rest of the game.
Yeah, this is almost a 10-kill lead at this point. Team Japan
Mark 3.
came here to win, apparently. Just still holding the ground, you're right, Josh. I mean, they're just holding that line of map control. Never overextending. Every time there's an attempt of somebody on an international team to pick up a power weapon, they try and punish. The Viper Spin is online.
Just locking down. I really hope that she goes and grabs that judge back there and just controls this side of the map.
Yeah, Dory's very weak, but
I think Mother's got it. Yeah, Mother's got the judge. Mother's got the judge inside the pit. You do not want to be going in there. Eventually
Dory
shut down.
accidentally, I think, walking over the recovery orb that was imperative for her to be able to stay alive inside the pit. But that now makes it almost impossible, I think, for the international team to be able to come back into this.
Oh, yeah. They don't have control of the north side of the map. Mel is absolutely running over them, though. This is almost a single-handed deadlift performance.
Oh, Black went for a TP inside the pit, and Mel's
hunting
hunting
it!
Oh, Dory's good for it!
And 4 more kills also stands between it. It's going to be map 2 locked up. 2 more kills for Team Japan. They've almost got it. Run it back, going to be fading away here. 1 more kill. We'll finalize it. that'll end it.
Who's gonna get it?
Inside the pit, nobody dares venture inside.
Can the observers find the player who's gonna get the
desperately
final
trying to
kill?
find it. Team International are running away. They got it.
Middle as well.
Yeah.
Team Japan are not messing around. Look at them. All grouped together. Like a hive mind, following in one after another. Let's see if there's going to be any sort of trades online. Spike here getting away with that on the flank. Still with the heal. Black's hunting, searching. He can hear the camp. He's being swarmed from every particular angle.
And it's an interesting team comp, isn't it? I mean, we've got Cypher and Killjoy out here to try and give information, I guess. I mean, maybe we'll see some trap setups too.
The regen.
And Killjoy definitely can be pretty potent in terms of locking down some of these areas. The turret alone, but as well nano swarms, really good at denying those orbs.
Bye-bye.
Elian gonna try and brute force through here as Black goes for another one of the TikTok plays.
Yeah.
See Cypher with the Shorty. Shorty is actually considered a power weapon on pistol round because it'll only spawn in those close range areas.
Right, so it's only ever going to be in a place where it's more valuable potentially than the Ghost or something like that.
And
anyway.
you can't load out with the Shorty at a baseline. So you got to pick it up out in the map.
Nate's flying back and forth here. The international team seems to have stepped it up quite a bit. They're holding the lead now, but I wonder if that's going to be changing as soon as the ults come online here. Getting into stage 2. How close is Dory to the ult as well? I wonder if they can switch POVs, because like you're mentioning, Colt, that Viper's Pit really did change the game. Only 13%
away.
But right next to that ult orb, didn't quite reach it.
And am I right in thinking the different ultimates charge at different rates? It definitely feels like some are getting online slower.
Yep, it's absolutely true. Same thing with the cooldowns. All these abilities are tuned individually for what's going to make the most sense for a team deathmatch experience. But yeah, if you pick up an ult orb as Phoenix compared to picking up an ult orb as Raze or Viper, they're going to give you differing percentages of your ultimate.
Dory there getting a kill, but Razzy's on a bit of a tear.
I feel like it's frying.
I feel like on an individual level, the international team is stepping up. But now sent all back to spawn.
Yeah.
This Gecko, 82% of her ultimate already.
Thrash does seem kind of absurd. I feel like you could very easily get 5k detains on a map like this.
Close to the ult.
If people are all bunched up.
And some of these agents are pretty interesting in terms of how their utility manifests. Neon, Viper, Gecko. Gecko's ability to pick up his abilities, as well as Viper's ability to flutter her fuel or Neon to sprint, allows them to use their utility a little bit more than a lot of these other characters.
Trade there from Mother as they contest the side of the map where Mel's playing all alone.
feel like Mel is consistently getting 4 kills before being brought down.
Mel's been top fragging like crazy in these games,
Yeah.
and yet, you know, team letting her down. What can you say? What can you say? Team diff.
Holding the angles here. Razzy's actually having a bit of a game, I'm not gonna lie.
They're running away with it this time. And Cast the Curse live in
I just
action.
mentioned it. We switched to it. Razzy goes down.
Black's going for the knife kills.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been told that Black has a history of going for knife kills in show matches like this. But I haven't seen one yet pop
I'm
up
not
on
sure
the scoreboard.
if they've achieved one yet at this point.
I don't believe so. I want to see it before this ends. I
We're
don't.
about to see this thrash.
We caught it! We caught it! No way!
That's ridiculous.
Oh, again? Again! Threw it around.
Black's worked out the tech.
Yeah, actually worked it out. Spike here. Getting away with a lot here, but this is a massive lead for the international team.
Yeah.
Did not want to go home 3-0.
No, obviously not. No team today wants to go home 3-0. That applies to the showmatch teams and EG and Fnatic later on too. They're hoping for something competitive later on. I mean, it looks like Team Japan are trying to make it that kind of way here too. So, we haven't seen too many of the fights actually happening around this very congested middle area. Most of these teams have been approaching the sides of the map to try and swing out on the flank.
Okay.
Here we go.
The ult, the thresh. Oh, there's no real sightlines. There's a lockdown in play.
Got
Be
two!
destroyed. There is entertainment. Yep, right there.
Are they going to be able to capitalize on it?
Not at all.
Not quite.
Not
Monkey,
at all.
Nice and safe, tucked around the sides.
Meanwhile, Black's going for another knife. I mean, Black is just on the other side of the map trying to TikTok people.
Razzy is locked in right now. Couldn't hit the spray transfer for the 4-piece. Black moves forwards, clone in his face, maybe getting a little bit confused. No, brought down.
Now Hellions completely alone, trying to contest people coming out of spawn. You haven't learned yet. You haven't learned yet.
It's a lot to learn of a new map.
It certainly is. So it looks like there's 2 judge spawns in the middle of the map there.
That's why I was hoping to see that Viper ult control the center of that map, get the power spawns, but
What's Story up to now? Did she use the ult already?
I'm not too sure.
well, it looks like Team International, they're getting ready to close this game out.
83%, and yeah, there's only 10 kills that stand between winning for Team International. And Razzy is absolutely frying. Black's going for the knife kill again! Unbelievable, right into the spawn. No one's learning their lessons of it, but it's only 6 kills to go. There's the Viper's
there it
kill,
is.
finally towards the end of the
Controlling
game.
one of the
Inside
spawn
of
exits.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
only 3 kills away from being able to do this. Can Team Japan mount any kind of comeback?
They have to rattle off the kills here.
This clash over towards the right side might define things.
Yep, 2 more. Baited by the clone. It's over in a flash. There it is. Yeah. So, yeah, the teams are going to be setting up as well for their goodbyes.
Yes, I'm afraid.
Ends at 10 minutes, and most of these games, they're ending at 100 kills instead. So yeah, it's a pretty short, condensed experience.